Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check safety, check safety.
Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to... Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
What? 380.
56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And that'll set them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give, right side. Carson. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive. Yeah,
so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
12.
Breeze now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
SOS.
21.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Harris to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Jefferson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Breeze going to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. One left.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard.
It's a gain of Seahawks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead.
It's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And he will have a first down at about... And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away.
They'll run on first down. Carson. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. On third down. Carson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And brought down, but not before they're in.